Welcome to the third part of this week's Kellow's Bootlaces. Tis good as ever, wasn't he?
Good value, isn't he? Very, very happy man. It's great, isn't it? You know, it's all the successes he's had, so hungry for more, and now he's masterminded a win against the Argyle.
It was even more special for me today because I was really disappointed in our league performance down there. We had Tully missing. I think Harley was out. He sort of came on for the last few minutes, didn't he? And we that we missed Tully that day, didn't it?
Massively. We always say, don't they, sometimes players' reputations are enhanced when they're not in the team, a bit like David Noble on Monday at Tranmere. Steve Tully missed him massively down there, and Tiz, you know, instead of bringing Jake in, changed his shape. We hadn't really got used to playing it, and we missed Tulls big time. I'd forgotten Ryan hadn't played down there, so they would have come up here today and you know, really put on a show for them.
Well, it's always good to balance the programme up, so let's get some Argyle action, and you managed to catch up with probably the biggest Argyle fan in the ground today, from BBC Radio Devon.
Well, the chap stood next to me, recognised his voice, probably won't recognise his face. It's Gordon Sparks from BBC Radio Devon. Gordon, what was your take on the game today?
Well, it's a fair result. The better team won. Exeter were playing the ball around well. Plymouth Argyle took a long time to get into the game, and I think the Portisso's tactics worked better than the Argyle tactics on the day. And the goal was worthy winner, wasn't it?
And as a big Argyle fan, must be hugely disappointed that you've had the possession in the last 20 minutes, just couldn't get that equaliser.
It was funny, we were saying on the way up to the stadium that Argyle have had this great record at Exeter over the last 6 years, unbeaten, and those runs have got to come to an end at some time. And this has been, if not the most crucial, one of the most crucial Devon derbies in league history between the sides, and it wasn't to be for Plymouth Argyle today.
I don't think it was. I mean, you're obviously very well known as being a passionate Argyle fan. What is your take on the City team at the moment?
Good team, play the ball around nicely. Obviously, Paul has got them working very hard. And we were saying on the radio this afternoon that in the aftermath of the match, when you've got a tight squad and you haven't got the money that the bigger clubs have got, you've got to work well with the squad that you've got. And it was a testament this afternoon. It was an example that's what you've got going here at Exeter City. The league position proves that.
Gordon, we wish you all the best. We sincerely hope you don't get relegated. Good to beat you today, but we hope you stay up.
Maybe see you in a couple of years.
That'll hurt Sparksy, won't it? Because he is a fan, isn't he?
He's passionate, isn't he? And actually, I'm a big fan of Sparksy's. I love the way Plymouth Argyle, Roman Lario. I'm just a big fan of his. I always remember when the game got rained off against Barnsley, he was celebrating like they won the league. So hats off to him for giving a really good assessment of what his thoughts are on City.
Well, it's a great day today, also, Kirky, to be able to hand out the Supporters Player of the Year.
Yep.
And after the game, we caught up with that man, Jamie Cureton. Well, Jamie, you've scored a lot of goals for us this season, and on top of that, you've been voted Players? Well, we're joined by Jamie Cureton, the newly crowned Supporters Player of the Season. How pleasing is that?
Yeah, real pleasing. Obviously, you know, you go out every week to try and do your best for yourself, you know, first and foremost, and for the team, and obviously you want to try and entertain the fans. And you know, when you get voted this, it proves you've done something right, and you know, it's a great honour. You know, obviously only been here, 10 months, 11 months, and to get given that this year is, it's a real proud moment.
Nice to receive it as well in front of a bumper crowd after a fine victory.
Yeah, definitely. You know, we knew it was going to be a tense affair today. Obviously, the crowd were great, to be fair. So it's been nice. You know, it would have been a bit more gloss off it if we'd have lost. But boys played very well. Probably could have won by a few more. But it keeps sort of a very good run we've been on, you know, going into the end of the season. So, you know, hopefully we can go and do a job in Sheffield Wednesday. And, you know, I think we've had a real good season, and everyone can be really proud of the boys.
A really good goal that won the game, and you played your part in it.
Yeah, I was saying to Danny as a centre to go, I said, I'm going to get a goal here early on and we'll kill the game, and I managed to set him up. So, no, I mean, it was, you know, we try and get the ball forward early, we try and create chances, and Danny made a run off me, and I just tried to put it in his path, and he's put it in the top corner. So real pleasing. It settled everyone down after that, and like I said, they were chasing the game, and we always felt probably in control. You know, they had a few corners late on and that, but I think we were very comfortable.
And a lot of character from the team to come back today after last week's game.
Yeah, definitely. You know, we're disappointed because we've been on a real good run, and obviously we had a chance at the playoffs, and sort of they took the wind out of ourselves a bit, and it was a bad defeat. We didn't really perform on the day, so it was nice to come straight back and get a win. And like I say, if we can get something else at Sheffield Wednesday, then I think if we finish between 7th and 9th, I think it's a tremendous season. And like I say, the boys have worked really hard, and the staff, and it's been a pleasure to play this year. It's been really good.
Well, you look good in the new home shirt for next season, Jay. Let's hope you're wearing it. Thank you.
Hope so. Cheers. Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Well, after the final whistle and all the awards, getting an interview with Jamie, you must have been aware of the Big Bang and everybody chanting, "Sign him up, sign him up."
It was nailed on award, I think wasn't
so?
it, for the goals that he scored, and fair play to Jamie. He had a word with the crowd as well. So I just sort of thrust the mic under his chin and said, "Do you want a word?" And fair play, he did it.
I'm going to put you on the spot now. Do you think he'll be here next year?
I think he will.
Big call.
I think he'll. It's always we could go. He'll be here.
I'll take that.
Anyway, another important goal scorer today was the match winner, and that was James Dunn. Well, James Dunn, that's not a bad goal to have on your CV, is it?
No, it isn't. Obviously, he was against first goal of the season as well, and it was even better that it was against Plymouth. So, I mean, Jamie laid it on the plate for me. I just swung a foot at it and it seemed to go in. So, no.
To be fair, though, you had a bit of work to do because it bounced up high, didn't it?
Yeah, it did bounce up a bit high, but I'd managed to get my body over it and scored the goal in the end, and I was pleased with the goal. And
were you expecting to see it fly over the big bank?
I wasn't expecting it, how good it was, but no, I looked up and it just was in, so I started celebrating. But no, I mean, Jamie laid it on the plate for me as well, and it was a good finish, especially we won the game 1-0 as well, which was a bit more special, so no, it was good.
Goal aside, you must have been really pleased with your own form today. You had a cracking game.
Yeah, no, I'm asked to do a certain job, and that's what I think I do. I win the ball back and give it to people like Jamie who goes on and scores. So, no, I was happy with the performance. Everyone played well. I mean, I think that's some of the best football we've played all season today. All the boys were good, and we defended well in the last 10 minutes when they come on to us. So, no, it was a really good result.
Is there much banter in the middle of the park? Because people must hate playing against you because you're always nipping at their ankles and tackling and strong in the tackle as well. Do you get much grief?
No, I don't get grief. I think obviously players don't like. I don't like playing against players who are always at you, ratting at you. But I mean, that's my game. I win the ball back, and if players don't like it, then that's not my problem. They're on the other team. I win the ball back for us. That's what my job is. So.
One game to go, Hillsborough.
Yeah, no, great stadium as well. And I mean, I think they're going to want to get a bit of revenge because we've done them over here 5-1. So I think they're going to want a bit of revenge. And obviously, we want to get as high as possible. Like we want to finish 8th, which is we want to do. I know last week we didn't play too well, and obviously now we're out of the playoffs. But we want to finish as high as possible, and hopefully we can do that. I mean, we've done that today. I don't know what the other results were, but hopefully we can get 8th and then maybe even 7th if the results go for us. So.
Holidays booked?
Yeah, going Las Vegas and Florida for me. It was for my 21st birthday and my dad's 60th. So.
Very nice.
Yeah, so going with the family and that. So no, it's nice.
Well, you enjoy your Somerset, and hopefully we'll see those terrier-like performances in midfield here at the park next season.
Definitely, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Cheers.
Value. A couple of things. I love the word he used. Was it ratting?
Ratting. Like a rat up a drain pipe,
like a rat up a drain pipe. He was all over the pitch, wasn't he? And it's not the pretty side of a game. It is quite ironic when you look at it. We always talk, don't we, about Harley, Noble and Sercombe and the quality of the goals. He comes out with a perler.
Oh, absolutely great. And I used to hate playing against players like him because what you want is time on the board, don't you? You want time to think. You want time to compose. Players have that kind of time, does he?
No,
He's racking at them all the time.
He's such a big player for us, isn't he? Really. The other thing, of course, he's talking about next year. Can't wait to get into next year. So when you think another year older, another year wiser, another year more mature, still a kid. You know, with him and Liam, it's 20-21 between them, or both of them.
He's at the right club to grow his game, Kirky,
I think he knows that. He's happier, isn't he? You see the grin on his face, that desperate Dan grin.
Well, that's it for part 3. Coming up in part 4, I think we agree on this, Kirky. We're going to catch up with Paul Tisdale's best ever signing.